This episode is being recorded out of Shop Talk Podcast Studios in Oak Park, Michigan. For more information, visit www.shoptalkpod.com.
What's going on, y'all?
Ain't nothing to it. I'm Gary T. Gary T. Everett.
Freeze in the house right here.
Here.
I'm Honey Child.
Present. She here.
Here.
We on the corner. Another week on the corner.
We got some awesome guests today.
You better believe it. Awesome. Awesome.
Yes, indeed.
Two of my dogs. One I just met, one I been knew.
Right.
Yeah.
Would y'all like to introduce yourself?
I'm getting ready to
You
introduce.
doing the introduction?
Okay.
Steve Harvey.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear it.
We got my dog, the head coach for Old Redford Academy.
Okay.
Used to coach for Southfield Christian. He got ships. He got ships.
Ships.
And he on his way to get, he in the progress of getting another one with this talent I hear he got over there at Old Redford. This man was born with basketball in his soul. Born. I've been knowing him over almost 30 years, over 25 years, easy. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach John White is in the building.
Yeah.
He's on the corner.
You got to throw author
Matter
in
of
there.
fact,
Did you say author?
Huh?
You gotta throw author.
CEO and author. Matter of fact, you do it. You do it. Shame on me. You do it. Shame on me. You do it. I got this.
Me?
He's also.
Okay, we got basketball player, we got coach, we got entrepreneur, we got businessman, and let's not forget author of The Black Athlete, urban fiction, his first novel. That was my little song.
Oh, yeah.
Give it up to Honey for making me look bad.
That's all I got for the whole hour.
Yeah, guess number 2, two-time NBA champion. Yes, sir. We was happy for him when he got one with LA. We was happy. But we was fucking excited when he got that second in 2004. We was just excited. It was the last night black and whites got along in Detroit. It was the last night we all got along. Ladies and gentlemen, Lindsey Hunter is in the building.
Yeah.
Lindsey is in the building. Make some noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Put the drinks on the table. Yeah, I wouldn't demand it, but yeah, put that Ciroc Obama
So
on the
that way
table,
she can
please.
have a seat.
Coach, you can't drink it, but you
Hey,
can
my
touch
friends came to sit
Pause.
in.
Pause.
It's my birthday.
Pause.
Well,
Hey,
I'm celebrating
birthday
all
weekend.
week. Like,
Birthday
you know how
weekend
you
for
kind of
Honey.
celebrate all month?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
Oh,
I'm
for
one
sure.
of those
Come
people.
on with it.
So-
we got guests
wrong
in
with that.
the background.
Ain't nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that.
It's a celebration.
Yeah, we got I don't know him, but
I
yeah.
like it.
These niggas.
Hey,
Yeah, these folks.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
promo.
All right, let's get it on. Let's start. Coach, how you doing?
I'm great, man.
How that talent looking over there? I saw you at practice today. Or was it summer workout?
Yeah, just a little open gym. Looking good. Guys looking good. Just trying to, get things rolling in the right direction where, we could just change the mentality over there.
What you looking? What's the prediction this year already? Do you burn bread?
Well, the standard is always to win the state championship.
Okay.
That's just the standard. That's the mindset we going into it. Getting guys, heavily involved and just changing the way they think of and approach the game of basketball, man. So, state championship, man, is always the goal.
When is the official first practice?
The official first practice, I believe, since the season starts early.
It sounded
What in the
good.
world was that?
It sounded good.
Since the season starts, I think November 27th.
My daddy birthday.
I believe, maybe 3 weeks before that, early November.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the adjustment of being with a new squad?
We're just learning the players, gaining trust. They was used to one coach for so long.
Was he garbage?
Huh?
If you can hide, you can
Moment
hear.
of truth.
You can hear.
Moment of truth.
Hey, he was a good dude, good
Okay.
coach, good coach.
That's cool.
Hey, quick question. Who are some of your top players in the game right now on your team, on your squad? You told me one other day, and I was really excited. Pause. So, you know.
One guy by the name of we have Mark Watts,
Yeah.
Rocket Watts, and also Andre Pope.
Okay.
He's one of the good players, and also a kid by the name of Isaiah Jackson. So right now we're just trying to navigate through everything else, to get everybody to be on the same page, and hopefully it'll be special.
Oh, for sure. And you say your front lineup again. What's it? 6'10", 6'9", 6
trees.
Yes.
Yeah, we got size. We got 6'10".
Don't forget about Big Stacy, man.
6'9". Oh man, Big Stacy Davidson. I forgot about Big Stacy, man.
Right.
So we're loaded, man. 6'9", 6'11", 6'8".
What league is this?
Oh, Class B.
Class B. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll work.
There was some good battles in that one.
I just want to see some good high school basketball because I got to get over being an old bitter man like I am. I just got to get over it, and things are not. I just want to see some exciting high school basketball now. I wanna see
What's
some
that?
dunking.
What you bitter? What you bitter about?
Well, I'm just that guy now.
Yeah, the games used to
I'm
be
just
so
that guy.
much better
Yeah, I'm just
when we
that
were back
guy
in the
now.
day.
Yeah.
You know, 90s and late 80s.
I went to Cooley High, so I got the right to be better. I saw some serious games.
Yeah.
Serious players. So
I saw some nice chips, too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Three states, one city. Yeah, it was cool. But yeah. Lindsay,
What's up?
what's happening?
Nothing much.
What we doing these days?
I'm just helping my boy,
Yeah.
Just hanging out with him, raising these kids, and I got one left in the house that I'm trying to, guide him the right way. But he's so far he's been pretty.
How y'all
easy.
meet, man? John speak highly on you, man. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even remember how we met. We met so long ago, but I just remember us meeting and we clicked. You know how some people you meet in life and it's just a natural.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's what it was with us. And Coach White has always been just a guy that's willing to learn and just get better as a coach and as a person. And I've always been the same way. Me being a little older and going through a lot of different things and helping him out. I think we've been blessings to one another. And we both are passionate about basketball and trying to help these young kids, man. It's we need a lot of help in our communities.
Absolutely. Amen.
And that's what we're about. We've always been about that. It's always been about the kids. And when you find people that put the kids first, and that, and their motives are purely to help, build some character and get these kids to college and try to get these kids to understand the importance of, with self-awareness and being educated, you got to be on board with that. And that's, that's what I'm about and that's what he's about.
Yeah.
That's indeed, because college is a house note. Not even a house note. That's an expensive house.
Yeah, no, that's
I don't
not a house note. It's a house.
Expensive
That's
house,
my
right.
biggest regret that I did not go away to school.
Oh, yeah, you missed out.
That's my biggest regret. Thank you.
All I can say, I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth. Like my daughter in college, and I told her when she was in high school, I said, "Look, you think high school is fun? College is everything
Right.
high school can be with no responsibility.
I hate
You a grown
conversations
man.
I can't speak on.
You're a grown
And that's
woman.
what a lot of
Hey, look,
kids think about this. When the place you're born and what you're used to and what you get just so programmed to be around, you think that's the world.
Mm-hmm.
I know when I was in Mississippi, I knew a lot of kids that never wanted to leave the South. They never wanted to leave Jackson, Mississippi. And I'm like, dude, once I got out and experienced the world, I'm like, man, you got to go places. You got to see things. You may not even want to be here. And I think it's the same in Detroit because you got a lot of kids, man. I remember mentoring a lot of kids out of Pontiac, Michigan, and there was some talent. When I first got in the NBA, I went to church out there, and then they had a little outreach program, and I would go every weekend, and we would cook for the kids and play ball with them and just talk to them and try to get them, to understand, you got to go to school, you got to do this, And a lot of those kids, man, it was one kid, he ended up he went to Michigan. He was an awesome football player and an awesome basketball player, but he stayed back in Pontiac. He would not stay in school. And he ended up losing his scholarship.
My father always said that. He he think local kids should leave.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's just it goes to show you that kids get programmed to thinking that this is the world. Like this is the extent of the world.
Detroit will do that.
Well, I think Detroit. That's
I think it's every city.
That's
It's every city.
Because in Chicago, the same way. It's
Right.
There's people in Chicago. I was raised every summer in Chicago. I'm born and raised in Detroit, but every summer I stay with my grandma.
See, I went to Chicago in the summers
all
the time.
Right. So in Chicago, same mentality. There's brothers who won't even leave that block.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, true. Right. You know, and it's just ridiculous that people don't know that it's a way, way bigger world than your block. Way bigger world than your state. Right. You know,
and there are several kids, man, that I've mentored out of Detroit. People don't even know. Mm-hmm. People don't even know that I've helped get in school, go to college, get degrees. You know what I'm saying? And they're doing it the right way. You know, and you just and a lot of them aren't star players, but they're good enough to get a scholarship. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. I see anybody, and I've always said this. Like, it's easy to get a star player and get things done because everybody wants that kid. Mm-hmm. But it's the kids that maybe he's not as good as everybody else, but he has potential. Mm-hmm. And you get that kid somewhere and get that kid an education, man, that's an accomplishment.
Man, and it's funny you said that. I tell it to my sons. I was like, look, I'm not saying you're going to go to the NBA. Right. I don't care about that. All I want you to do is be like your sister and have a full ride to scholarship. Full ride scholarship. Right. Be like your sister. Like, I groomed her when she was in 9th grade. I said, look, I don't care what you do. Look at me, but I said, academically, I already know you're going to get good grades. But the athletic scholarship is going to pay you full ride. I'm like, that's the way it is, you know. But keep your grades up.
Right.
But let's go. She got a scholarship in track, and then odds are she got a full ride academically after all that preaching of athletics.
What's up, though. No, that's what's up.
We loaded with
that means she's getting a check back.
Right. Yes, every semester she get a check back. So I'm like,
we loaded with HBCU in here.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3. Yep. Did you go for
with the lane?
Yeah, he went to say, we go Alabama A&M take.
You know how big
Alabama State.
We used to crack that head, boy.
Oh yeah, she went to She go to Alcorn State.
Hey, somebody told me they got a poster of me in that arena.
Yep.
You went to Alcorn?
You went to Alcorn his freshman
year? I went my freshman year. And they fired my coach.
I went to. That's why you left. I was wondering. Okay.
They fired Coach Dave, the great Dave Whitney.
Man.
Yeah.
I went to disrespect you.
Oh man, John, where you go to college at?
Eastern Kentucky.
That's right. Eastern Kentucky, man.
HBCU.
How did you like that? Because like I know that's a culture shock, bro.
It was, man. For real, man. One time we were sitting on the dorm steps after school, man, and some white, Caucasian people didn't want to walk by. And I'm saying that, the right way. The Caucasian people didn't want to walk by us, so they literally called the police, man. You know what I'm
I said it, Coach.
So they called the police on you back then?
They called the police on us because they were scared to walk by us on the stairs.
Wow.
So they came and made us move.
It's not new, huh?
Nothing new, man. But culture shock.
Because I went to HBCU, I went to Lane College, where there's since Lane College is in Jackson, Tennessee, and we so close to Jackson, Mississippi, that he was like all they talked about when he left. Like, I was like, yeah, Lindsey was a man. I'm like, okay. Then when I saw him play, I'm like, oh, okay. I see the props of why. But then when I transferred to DePaul, it was culture shock because it's like, okay, I've been to black schools all my life in Detroit. I went to Renaissance. Then I went to Lane. Then I went to DePaul. And then it's like, dang, I'm like 15% of the people in the school, Right. It's a big difference when you go to a black school and everybody, your teachers know you and everything. Man. And then you go to a big university and you like, dang, it's like, I see every time you see a black person, like, hey, what's up, bro? All right, hey, what's your name? Okay.
Hey, the best part about HBCUs.
Watch this. Listen to this.
Was the motherfucking hoodies at night.
Oh, man.
Come on now. The hoodies. The hoodies. Come on now. Did you have one?
Yeah, of course.
I'm getting in on this college conversation some way, somehow.
I was in the best part about HBCUs, and I say it all the time.
Did you have
homecoming is the best.
Oh, man, I want to go so bad.
No PWI can ever mess with a HBCU. Or predominantly white predominantly white institute. They cannot mess with the homecoming. Dude, when homecoming comes
I've never heard
the whole PWI.
Do you know how many?
I'm a nerd. I told y'all, I'll just be hood though.
You know how many recruits I signed when I was at Jackson State when they came down for homecoming?
Oh,
one of my best friends, his name is Dwayne Whitfield, 6'7" monster. He was out of high school. He was like 6'7", 265, like 3% body fat. Straight out of the sticks of Aberdeen, Mississippi. So he was being recruited by USM, LSU, and a couple other Ole Miss. So he came to visit Jackson State on homecoming.
Oh, it was rap.
Coach was like, Lindsey, you got him. I was like, I got him, coach. He get in the car with me. We ride around, man. He's meeting everybody. Man, he met his wife.
I see.
That night.
It is.
Wow.
And he signed with Jackson
It was
State.
in the bag. Yeah.
He got drafted by Golden State
Oh,
and
dope.
traded to
What's his name?
The Raptors, Dwayne Whitfield.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Big Chuck, man. Big Chuck is
Oh, man.
That was my guy, man.
Hey, Coach White, who all on that schedule this year?
Man, we loaded.
I mean, who you playing?
We started out with your guy, George Ward. At, start out with King, man.
King?
Yeah, we started out with them at River Rouge.
That's
man.
another HBC brother. You know, he got to go down that
That's
night.
my guy.
He got to go down that night. But I like George.
That's
That's
coolly, that's coolly
gotta go
high.
down that night.
That's coolly high.
That's dope.
Okay,
Where that game gonna be?
The rest of the games, I'm gonna root for you. That's coolly high.
Not that one.
Not
Not the first one.
I'm stuck in between my hood and my school.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yeah, let's see.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. If Coach Ward don't come on here, I'm going with John.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with John.
Yeah, we got Renaissance also, man.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we going to take care of them, too.
January
Hey, that's
26th.
up the street. Y'all gonna watch
the
the
time.
game.
I'm going.
Battle
That's
by
when
the
I'm
drive.
not going to root for you that day. My alma
He went
mater.
to Renaissance.
You went to Renaissance?
Yes, sir.
Man, I wanted to take my son there so bad, man.
Hey, man, I'm about to say, you an alumni, you can end up putting people in.
I wanted to
They
put
won't
my-
admit that. They won't admit it, but hey, my daughter went there. She graduated.
Yeah, I wanted to say that.
we get third generation school. My sister was the first class. that went
Freeze
from 9
clout
to
shouting.
12 years. Hey, man, hey. I ain't really clout shouting because I graduated at 16. Anyway.
Oh,
But we ain't
shit.
clout shouting though, man. You know, I mean, I got a perfect in math on the ACT and everything, but we ain't gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about
Hey,
that.
he can be anywhere in the world, but he's here with us.
That's right. That's right.
That's my nigga.
For sure, all day.
I love
But
it.
yeah, man, Renaissance, that's still a great school. I love it. So, you know, I thought I'm gonna root against you that night. Every other night, though, I'm gonna be rooting for you, bro. Oh man.
So, Coach White, is this your first coaching job, or where were you before?
Oh, this actually
Before
this is my first head coaching job.
Okay.
I was at Southfield Christian for 7
Give it up for the head coaching job.
I know, right? That's a big deal.
Ring the bell for the head coaching job.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I was at Romulus for 2 years. Then I left Romulus and went to Southfield Christian. Been there for the last 7 years. We won 4 state championships in 7 years. So now just the challenge of starting my own program and
Okay.
And bringing it back across 8 Mile.
you got it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Bringing it across 8 Mile.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
That's what I'm
So
talking
let's talk
about.
about the book. I want to talk about the book, The Black Athlete. So I haven't been privy to read it yet. However, I have ordered it and I can't wait because I am an avid reader. So I'm wanting to know, like, the main character, is he basically you? But did you build it? Basically,
He got
yeah.
that Kool-Aid smile on.
What is it? R.J. Watkins?
R.J. Watkins. R.J. Watkins is the main character in the book. Actually, it's not me.
The Scene.
Okay.
No, that's not. No. That's the new dance show. The Scene was Nat Morris.
That's right, Nat Morris.
Sugar, salt. You ain't off the day. It ain't my fault.
Yep. So the book, R.J. Watkins, he's the main character. It's about a kid from the inner city. Actually, I placed it in my neighborhood, 7 Mile and Biltmore.
7 Mile.
Nice, threw that up, 7 Mile Biltmore.
So that was the main scene. My home, my street. A lot of it is a 90%, 100% really reality.
Yeah.
You know, but most of it is urban fiction. So I made a story out of real life events, and I put it together in a book. So actually, when I wrote the book as I seen it. So if you're reading the book, you're gonna think you're watching a movie. It's like watching a movie or reading a movie script because it's very visual. It hits every emotion. It's gonna make you laugh. It's gonna make you cry. It's gonna make you think. It's gonna make you question things. So it's a very intriguing book. So It's major. If you,
I love it in my black athlete shirt. I love this
love it
brand.
too.
I know.
love it.
And it's like the good blend. Like, I feel like it might not even shrink in the dryer. You know, that's important. That's, I'm telling
It's
you.
got that snapback.
Right, exactly.
You know
I
what?
felt
It
to
make
put it
me-
on. Like,
no,
you
it
know
really-
what?
It really make me feel like I got a body.
Dang. What they got that?
No Romo.
They got that spandex. They got spandex in it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the shirt, but it make me feel like I got a body.
I had to go to the bathroom like, come on.
It make me feel like I got a body.
That's what's up.
I'm
Hey,
serious.
in the book, The Black Athlete, how far does it go? Does it go all the way through to like? Does he make it to the pro career and stuff like that?
you gotta read the book.
Okay.
I know, right?
You know, I was now I'm bridging into because you play ball overseas and stuff. What teams you play for? That's what I was bringing it to.
Man, I played 2 years. Played 2 years in Mexico.
Okay.
I played a year in Australia.
Okay.
I played in New Zealand. Also, I played over in the CBA.
Okay.
Up
I've
in,
never
up
been
in-
to none of those places.
Man, I know, right?
I played in the CBA and also played in the NBA D League. I got drafted by the Lakers D League team.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
New Zealand, though.
I like the
man.
Lakers.
Right.
Oh, so you done seen some stuff. Okay.
I do like the Lakers.
How you like the Lakers?
The Lakers have never done nothing wrong to the Pistons.
Hold on, wait.
Quiet.
Hold on. Thank you. I was like, wait. I said, hold on now. In 1989, thank you. 88? It was 88, 89. Oh, 88.
I'm okay. That was hard fought. I'm okay with that.
But yeah,
Boston is who I hate.
Phantom Foul and Zeke was played
It
a
was
whole
damn
hamstring.
sure a phantom foul, but I
the
don't
ankle.
hate LA. We beat them more times than they beat us. I'm okay with that.
Ooh.
Zeke did.
Sure did.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I don't hate the Lakers.
I hate the Spurs. Hey, the Spurs have beat us.
Speaking of the Spurs, thank you, friends.
Oh, man.
Lindsey.
Here we go.
The doors of the corner pocket are open. The doors of the corner pocket are open.
Yes.
Lindsey,
What's up, man?
I got to ask a serious question.
Oh, man.
Game 5, 2000.
Stop.
Did anybody
Stop.
Right.
in the locker room
Yes.
Stop.
ask She, what the fuck did you leave him open for? Tell us now. Did anybody ask in the locker room, what the fuck was you thinking? We happy what you did the year before. If it wasn't for you, we couldn't have got it.
Did you play team sports?
Yeah. Yeah. Street football was
Street football.
No, I played baseball.
Oh,
But come on. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have got 2004.
Hey.
First of all,
Yes.
Okay.
first of all, we should have never been in that position.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Shut up, Freeze.
Yes. Hey, man.
So
I was in Chicago when that happened. I was so hurt. So hurt.
So when it happened, I mean, you know, as a team, and we had been through so much together, and we were like, out of all the teams, I played basketball my entire life. I played football early on in life, but out of all the teams I've ever been on, that's the closest I've ever been to a group of guys. Like, we were literally like brothers. Like, we could come in the locker room and chew each other out on the court, say whatever. Like, dude, no, shut up and sit down. You know, we could do that to each
Man,
other.
I love them boys.
And we
I love
never
y'all.
and we never
I love
took it
y'all.
and we
Come
never
on.
took
About
it
to start
personal.
crying.
Right. Right.
And
Cry.
none of us
Just
never took it personal, you know.
Yeah.
And at that when that situation happened, we just was like, oh well, let's we just gotta go get 2. You know what I'm saying?
My
That was,
father said,
Yeah.
I was heartbroken that night. My dad said, son, they had to win game 6 anyway. And I never looked at it like that.
no, but the thing
Said
was
they had to win game 6.
yeah, but the thing was to us, had we won, because the format then was what is it
2-3-2.
3-2.
Yeah.
So, we had already did that. We beat the Lakers 3 in a row. So we felt like, because nobody, it was really hard to win those 3 games.
Hell yeah.
Nobody had ever really won those 3 games. So after we did it, we was like,
I think you guys are the first to do that.
yeah. So we were like, we gonna pop them 3 times at home, and we're gonna go get game 6, and we coming home and we popping champagne.
91 Pistons.
And so
90 Pistons.
when that happened,
3 straight.
it was gonna be
to
tough.
leave the crib.
It was gonna be really tough to go to San Antonio and get game 7.
Yeah.
You know, and then
Wait a minute.
I always throw my little innuendos in there. It was just ironic after we lost, hearing the commissioner speak. It really just ticked me off.
Stern?
Yes.
What did he say? Yeah, what did he say?
What'd he say?
I had to do my Drake.
Okay.
When Drake on a diss track, he hit you with that.
Long side.
We got hit with the Drake.
So this dude goes and starts talking about the Spurs, and he was like, this is what the NBA represents. We have people from every continent that's represented here. And I'm sitting there like, he pre-planned this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was already, I don't think anything was like preconceived, but
Right.
I'm just saying.
I feel you. Yeah. Oh man. Oh,
Yeah, it was real.
It's okay.
That hurt me,
I just
man.
wanted to hear it, but I'm over it.
Did that
I'm
answer,
over
that
it.
answer your question?
I'm
G?
over it.
I'm still hurt by that though.
No,
man.
she's my guy, man.
she the-
She's my
best dude.
Hey,
Check,
one
check
from
this
day
out.
one.
Out of
Day
every,
one from day one.
out of everybody, this crazy. 'Cause we were like the odd couple. Like, dude, that was my
Pause.
guy. Like, he was. Stop it.
Hey, y'all didn't told me the word.
Lindsey, we having fun. Lindsey got fun. Come on, give me another drink.
So,
You don't eat?
so this dude was like, he wouldn't listen to anybody. But because I was so like I didn't really like. I'm the type of guy, my personality, I'm going to say whatever's on my mind, like regardless to who's in the room, regardless to what the situation is. I always speak my mind. So she respected that so much. Like he was like, dude, you the guy. Like, you tell people exactly what's on your mind. So we sat next to each other on the plane, on the bus, went to dinner. I mean, we were like,
That was the closest.
yeah,
thing.
and he would come to the bench and go, man, I need you to help me, man. I know they cheating, but I'm trying not to get so many technicals. So I need you to talk to me when you think I'm about to get technical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Hey, you know why I love Sheed though, man? You would see him out in public with mustard on his shirt.
Well, you know his nickname.
Holy jogging pants.
Yeah.
But you know his nickname.
Yeah.
You know his nickname, right? Roscoe.
Roscoe.
That's what we called him. Roscoe.
Why you call Roscoe?
What was that about?
So he's just like a bum.
Oh, yeah.
Like Roscoe the bum.
Hey, dog, that's my dude.
Hey, you know how the holy sweatpants got started? he did something. I don't know what he did to me, but he did something to me, right? So I in the locker room, I cut his sweatpants up.
Yes.
Dude came out and wore them. And so the coach was like, your sweatpants. He was like, hey, man, somebody cut them. I ain't wear them.
Everybody wearing them.
I was gonna say you
Dude,
began the trend.
But he started the sweatpants cutoff thing.
Yeah.
Like he started that crap. Like she just cut his.
he
I said,
is
dude, why you wearing your
hilarious.
pants like that? Man, it's cold in here. Like that's my dude.
Hey, we bumping,
like,
we bumping the Sheed at the titty bar and hot dog shirts, holy
my
holy
God
jogging
right there,
pants.
man.
My dude, man.
But guess what? He had them fresh Sheed Air Ones.
Oh yeah. And Jimmy's always is always.
Hey,
Everything
them-
else might be
them
butter, but that
cold
nigga
patent
Jimmy's
leather
out the
boys
box.
on every time.
That's my guy.
Oh my
man.
God. And let me tell you what's so crazy about that, man. I saw She one time, like, hey, She, I'll take a picture for my mom. This nigga She was like, all right. Oh! Both middle fingers. I was like, what?
Not
She
for
won't
mama.
be getting this with.
Yeah,
She won't
not
be
for
getting
mama.
this.
That's him.
But we mind you, we was a little inebriated when we did that picture. And I don't think he heard me when I said it.
Right, he
But,
probably did.
I don't think, or maybe he did, or maybe I was drunk enough and didn't say my mom too. That could have been quite possible.
That's my
That was an
guy.
eventful night in Miami.
Which one?
When I said she take a picture of my mom, he was like, all right, and he had the Heineken in his hand when he did it too.
Hey, let me tell you.
I'm doing the middle finger.
My nigga got a classic freeze story every week.
I do. I have
And
a
it's
bunch
family
of it.
related, and I love it. Freeze family stories.
And we all be worried when he go home.
Hey, Coach White, give me the difference between today's high school sports and when you played.
Ooh.
Now you caught the tail end of my era.
Oh yeah.
Now, I'm not trying to make myself look old,
That's the truth though.
That's okay,
but
man.
you caught the tail end of my era. Would you say that?
Yeah,
John
yeah.
with the boards and listen. This
Borges had
even
the squad.
parochial high school was a dog in the 90s.
And Borges had a squad.
Was
too.
a dog.
We was loaded, man. Actually, man, when I was in the ninth grade, I had the opportunity to practice with Team Michigan, and I go and practice as a ninth grader. I walk in, you got Mo Taylor, Tractor Trailer, Albert White. What was the guy from Saginaw, Buena Vista? Terrence Roberson.
Yeah. Fresno State.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Fresno. Yeah.
T-Robe, all them guys in the. I'm sitting there as a ninth grader, like, man, what am I doing here?
Right.
With these guys, you know.
T played for Tark, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So man, that era right there, man, the mentality was different.
Yeah.
It was like Detroit was on the map. We the basketball mecca. Ain't no questioning it. All the pros that done came out the D, man. Like you said, from Cooley to Southwestern. Southwestern alone, man.
Sure,
you
right.
know, that was a USA 18 and under team
Because
right now.
they stole all the players from 6 Mile.
True.
True. 6 Mile.
True.
Well, Jalen's from Puritan. I'm sorry.
Puritan, I like PA.
Jalen's from
Yeah.
Puritan. So,
Yeah.
But
Like you said, the
But
difference.
C Webb is from, but he ain't go to Southwestern. But C Webb from 6 Mile.
Yeah, all of them. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what made the mentality different here? Come on.
Say it. Say it.
Say it.
Man, what made the mentality different? Today's kid, a lot of them are coddled. They coddled.
Agree.
They're coddled. They spoiled. They don't understand hard work. They think it's a sense of entitlement, you know, that we deal with. You know, the one thing I can say about Lynn's kids that's different is that he teach them the right way how to play, and he tells them the truth.
Yeah.
As a coach, I ain't have to worry about grabbing one of his kids. If he's standing right there, oh, trust me, he gonna choke him out. You know what I'm saying? And love, because you're teaching them, you know, as black men, you got to teach them how to be men.
Yeah.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
I peeped that a second ago
True.
because Lindsey didn't say, "Can you go roll the windows?" Go roll the windows up. That's what he said. Go roll the goddamn window up. Go roll the goddamn window up.
Right.
And a lot of
Yeah.
these kids, they're not being held accountable, man.
Yeah.
Nope.
You know, you get coaches that they're using the kids instead of building them up and teaching them how to be men and be responsible for the next level.
Let me take it there.
Go ahead.
Do you are in-house fathers getting lower? Are they declining as you coach?
At a high rate. And that was going to be my next point.
Unfortunate, man.
A lot of these young
Closer to the urban or everywhere?
I think everywhere.
Okay.
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 I can
I think
see
everywhere.
that too.
Everywhere, man, but mostly in the urban community.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
I'm
It
asking
matters.
you. I'm asking you.
Yeah, it matters.
Lindsey, does it matter?
Yeah, big time. Well, here's the thing. Just to piggyback off what Coach White was saying, man, I think it's prevalent everywhere, but it's more exposed in the urban areas with our kids because think about it, our kids are when you look at the NBA, what do you see? What's the majority?
Black.
I'm black.
When you look at the NFL, what's the majority?
Black.
So it affects us more so because that's what you see. So the perception is, well, you know, think about it. What people always say, "Oh, is your dad? Is his dad in his life?" You know what I'm saying?
Sure, all the time. Yeah.
You know, and that's a reality, man. And a lot of kids they don't learn. You know, God bless these moms who you know have to do it alone, and they do outstanding jobs, man. But that's tough.
Yeah.
Because no matter how much a mom tries to teach that boy to be a man, she can't.
No.
True. Amen.
You know, and there are some single moms that have done outstanding jobs. Their kids have grown up and done wonderful things, man. But
True.
But it's tough, you know, and that number is far and few in between.
Yes.
You know, it's a component that, you know, as a mentor, Coach White and I, you know, we try to do as much as we can for kids like that, man, to teach them, to show them what you know, hey, man, this is what we want you to grow up to be. And this is what we want you to do. If you make it or, you know, whatever making it is to you, reach back, man, and
somebody
help
else
these
up.
kids,
That's right.
Yep,
man.
grab somebody
You know,
for
because
sure.
so many of us don't do that, especially in
I
our own
hate
community.
that.
Well,
I hate
the
that.
problem is we've been corrupted so much
Thank
that we're looking at the kids as a lot of the adults are looking at the kids as a way for them to get out.
Yeah, I think about that.
You know what I'm saying? So they're looking at there's a meal ticket for me.
Bell.
You know,
I'm the bell captain.
you know, and you know,
Man.
I've been blessed to touch a lot of these kids, man, and they know I don't want nothing from them. I'm like, dude, I don't need nothing from you.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I just need you to do right to get yourself in position to be successful. That makes me feel good, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never forget when I was in Chicago, and I was with the Bulls, and Derek and I got really close. And Derek is one of those kids. Back then, he was a kid that wanted information.
Derek.
D Rose.
D-Rose.
Like,
So D Rose
Gotta
wanted
be
like
specific. Well, you know, we all lie.
okay, that's right. That's true. A lot of people.
so.
don't know.
D was like real inquisitive about, you know, Coach, how do I get better doing this? How do I do this? And man, I was like, wow, this dude is special. Like,
Yeah.
like people saw the attributes, you saw the explosiveness, but the dude was like,
mental. They don't see that. Side.
oh
Yeah.
man. And I remember that I played with him the first year, his rookie year when he was rookie of the year, and he shouted me out in his rookie year speech.
Oh, dope.
So after that summer, I was like, man, I'm retired. I'm tired. I'm going back home. You know.
Is that true? The player that they shout out.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you why though, because that was Lindsey when he came out though. Lindsey was so Lindsey was like, I'm out.
I gotta go there. Thank you. I gotta go there.
So
Lindsey. Keep going. I'm sorry.
So when Derek, this is the type of kid he was, he was like, man, they got to bring you back. And I was like, dude, I'm tired. I can't do this no more. Like, I don't want to practice. I don't want to get up. I don't want to do none of that, man. I'm done. I'm gonna go kick my feet. He was like, nah, man, you gotta come back. You know what I'm saying? So he went to the owner
Straight up.
and was like, y'all got to bring him back.
Wow.
And I looked, I was
Flat
like,
out.
Bro,
so
I
I
don't-
called him in the corner. I was like, man, I appreciate that. I said, but I'm gonna tell you something to keep you in this league and to always keep yourself away from all this foolishness. I was like, you know, don't ever let anybody put you in a position that like a coach asking you to, you know, or the organization asking you to, should we fire the coach? I said, that ain't your place.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I said,
Yeah.
and I said, as much as I appreciate that, I always want to stand on my own merit. I appreciate that, but I don't need that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know they set us up all the time. Such and such said he didn't like the coach.
Yeah.
Coach killer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's crazy. But man, you look at stories like that because Derek didn't have his dad. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other kids don't. But
And players
you know.
been getting coaches fired for years.
right,
That's true.
right,
Man. Oh,
Magic.
man.
right.
Yeah,
According to the media.
According to the media.
Ah, you know Magic got the guy before Pat Riley.
Oh, man. Paul
it.
Westphal.
Paul
Anyway,
Westphal.
yeah.
You know get out of here.
Hey, speaking of about the players and kids or whatever, do you think that do you think the parents now, like the kids you coach, do the parents like come up to you and tell you like, I don't like the way you grab my kid, or I don't like the way you yelled at my kid, or do the parents, and I'm not saying at your school now, I'm talking about, do the parents like, are they like that now? Because I remember my dad told me, my dad was like, my dad loved recipes. Dad, he was like, "You the best player out there. You ain't got to do nothing." The coach said. I looked at that like, "Dad, no, Dad, no." But when he said that, he was like, and he was like, you know, he was an older dude. My dad was like, he was 52 when he gave birth to me. So I mean, when he got my mama pregnant,
Right.
so 52. So mind you,
Freeze, you don't think he had
70
help?
He's 70. Now I look just like that dude. Eyebrows, big lips, and everything. I am that dude. unless it was my brother. And other than that, I'm just saying.
Was the window open in 1975?
one of the great things about I could tell you from just being around Coach White, man, and mentoring him as well as us having a great friendship is he, and I always told him, I said, man, if you tell the truth to these dudes, they gotta respect it. They may not like it, but they gotta respect it.
True.
And to this day, man, kids want to play for this guy because of that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dude, they may get mad in the moment because they're young and emotional. But once they learn it, like, man, I appreciate that, and he's lived by that.
That's great. That's what I want to
He
hear.
has always been a nice guy. You know how some people cool as hell. Some people cool ass nigga. No, seriously though.
So wait, cool as hell and cool ass
Some
nigga.
people are
that's
cool
two
as hell.
different-
Some
that's
people
two
are cool
different
ass
things.
nigga.
Okay.
Everybody asks me about John White, I'd be like, always been a nice guy.
Right.
Always been. Since I knew him, and that's been a long time ago. Mm-hmm. He ain't gonna say that about me. He gonna say cool, but it's gonna be some other adjectives. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. We always been cool though.
Yeah,
we always been cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
The whole family, and his family was always full of faith, and just the guys were full of athletics, great athletics, full of faith. I knew his sisters, I knew him, I knew his brother, and just full of faith. His dad was a pastor. I think his mom.
My mom was pastor.
Oh, his mom was a pastor. Okay. He used to have a church on the corner of Ferguson and Curtis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Right. I'm like, we all looked at like, oh wow,
Listen,
the light bulbs
That's what's up.
listen. That was a church before they became the club.
Oh man.
Before churches became the club, that was a real church.
That was a
Yeah.
real church.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's dope,
Gotta
man.
respect
Yeah.
that.
That's dope. Yeah,
That's funny.
man.
Can you tell us about your foundation?
Yes, the J.D. White Play Foundation. Man, it's a youth foundation that's targeted toward inner city, at-risk youth, underprivileged kids. So what we try to do, we want to do mentoring, educational support, teach them entrepreneurship, things like that. So every summer we run what we call our youth empowerment summer program. Where we have a week of different things. We do culinary arts. We'll do college tours. We'll do a beautification project in the neighborhoods. And then on that Thursday, we'll have a speaker come in. And then that Friday, just a fun day. And then that Saturday, we'll take them to Cedar Point. Everything paid for.
That's what's
Oh,
up.
I'm going.
Okay. Right.
I was like,
Where you sign up?
He messed up at that part. I'm going.
So we've been doing that for the last 3 years, actually. Actually, this year we canceled it because my mother, she passed.
Yeah.
She passed on July 15th. So
Rest the sun.
I'm sorry to hear that.
we canceled it this year, but yet it's things that we do in the community. Just try to give back to the youth. Give them some hope.
Yeah.
Teach them things that pertain to life. Life skills and things that they could live by. Last year we did something sweet, man, where we built a city. So we built a city, and the kids, they came up with the name Golden City.
Okay.
So each kid, had a business within the city. So we gave them a certain amount of money, so they did business within the city to build the economic growth within the city.
Oh, that's dope.
To teach them how to do business with each other. And we had a guy who owned a bank. Somebody had a church. Somebody had
Right.
a grocery store. Things like that. Things that help a city run, gas
Yeah.
station and things like that. So they loved it. They loved it, and we mapped it all out. We drew the picture of the city.
Yeah.
And man,
Okay. And so what's the age range?
we do
how old are
we
these
do
boys?
13 through 18. It's girls and boys.
Okay.
Yep, so we do co-ed, and so it's pretty big.
That's dope. Yeah, you might inspire the next bank owner or somebody on the bank and stuff, man. That's a beautiful thing.
And it's so great. It's so great because, man, I even like talk to my kids about, for years, man, as young black men and women, we've always, and I heard this growing up, we program our kids to go to school to get a job.
Yep. Yes.
Absolutely.
But other cultures don't do that.
No,
They
don't.
go to school, get an education, and own your own business.
Yep.
And so when you start programming people to do that, you become narrow-minded thinking that that's all you're going to do. I'm going to go work a 9 to 5 my whole life.
Nope.
I know my girlfriend wants to stick her head in that door right now.
Yep.
Chanel, you're allowed to do it right now. Stick your head in the door and say hallelujah. That's all she. This
That's
is her
so
son.
true.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
But
I know she wants to stick her head in that door right now.
Right,
and say
but that's
hallelujah.
Yeah.
like the thing there are a lot of things that we have to break as a culture
We
to
do. We do.
start, so we can own our own, so we can
Right.
have our own.
Me and my homegirl was just talking about this, to where we don't learn finances. We don't
Nothing.
learn. It's a lot of things. A lot of times, all other cultures, they'll give you, money. To start off, give you that nest,
Right.
to where we don't start off with any of that.
But you know what though? That's the after our generation now, because I'm only saying that is because Motown was founded like that. Motown, Barry Gordy went to his sister and his family
Right.
and got money. They pulled the money in for him to start Motown.
But think
and
about-
I'm saying is we don't do that now. Like
Yeah, but
my aunt had I'm sorry about that. My aunt had a business and we pulled money in to help her out. But but other people don't do that no more. It's
Yeah,
like
that's true.
And sometimes they can't,
yeah, well, it's not we can't. It's not. I was say it's not that we can't. I mean, now it's kind of the economy is kind of bad, but I'm saying it's not that we can't. Instead of like, for example, people don't leave the city. If you go to the club and you spend $100 on a club every week, you can leave the city.
Right.
If you go and buy liquor, you can go buy a blunt. If you buy a $5 blunt every day, you can leave the city. If you go and buy liquor, if you up there tricking your girl out to like Jay Alexander's his spot or take her to Benny Hanna, you know what I'm saying? If you're doing that, you can leave the city. You know what I'm saying? The point is we don't look beyond here. We don't look beyond 5 years. Cause I tell my sons like this, 4 years, you're about to graduate from high school in 4 years. 4 years is gonna go like that. Like that. You got to make your plans.
Freeze just named every attribute why I should be rich.
That's why you was over there with the sick face. You had your head down like, dang, I do that.
Damn it.
I do that.
No, it was a register going off on every.
but you know what? It opened my mind though, and I hate to plug other books because we wanted to all to go to buy the Black Athlete book, but Rich Dad Poor Dad changed my mind on a lot of stuff.
A lot of things.
Because like the poor dad was like the poor dad had money, but he was like, oh no, the rich dad was poor, but he was like, oh, let's
My
make this
mother
plan.
loves that
Let's
book.
do this. You know,
That is a
that
good
book is
read.
worth it.
My mother loves that book.
That is a good
Telling
read.
you, man.
That's true, man. But that's all about. I sponsored a team, an AAU team called Change the Mentality, and he don't know that the name of his organization inspired me. Change the Mentality. He got a bunch of young black boys from the East Side. They didn't have uniforms to go out to Vegas, so I said, you know what, man. I want to help you. I got a call from a guy by the name of Marcus Green. I said, man, I want to help these kids, man. So we got them sleeveless hoodies. We got them T-shirts and shorts. They went out to Vegas, man. They lost in the Final Four.
Oh, that's a good job.
They lost in the Final Four, man. They did good. So my thing now, man, is like, me and Lynn was talking about the Spencer Haywood situation.
Oh, yeah.
And
Detroit at Pershing High School.
This dude.
Yep. So imagine if.
Is that true?
Yeah, man.
Is that Spencer Haywood internet thing true?
No, I mean, about Nike? Yeah.
Was it true?
Yeah.
Yes.
He said it's true. He admitted it.
Yeah, so I did it.
I never wanted to argue over that because I didn't know if that was true.
Yeah, so I did it.
You looked it up?
I'm saying just let the people know because they just wondering what.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I really wanted to know that.
So what happened with the Spencer Haywood situation with me? I did a write up on it on my LinkedIn. I do little blogs and things, and it was entitled "What If." The thing was what if. So the thing was Spencer Haywood had an offer from Nike. You either get paid $100,000 from Nike, or you get 10% from Nike. Or own 10.
Ownership.
Ownership.
Ownership. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So that was 19. That was 19.
You imagine
It was 73
he
or
took that
77.
10%?
it was 73 because I read.
I think it's 77 because
Yep.
it was 77.
Wait, what was the
It was
choice?
77.
What was the
$100,000
I hate to even talk
Or
about it.
period?
10% of the company.
And which did he take?
He took the $100,000. Was his
Shut
agent?
up.
Yeah, his agent.
His agent.
His agent took the $100,000 instead of the
That's very
10% ownership. So today Nike is worth $75 billion.
Billion.
Yep. He would have.
So if he got 10%, he's worth $75 million today.
No. Hold on. You missed the decimal point, brother.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's worth
750
$750 million.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
Math major.
Almost a billion.
Almost $1 billion. Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
So it changes the game.
Yes.
And that's why when you see when you see LeBron and you see KD, when they're doing things strategically, I don't get mad. People getting upset.
Yeah.
Why KD go there? Dude, he's maximizing
His
his
Yeah,
value.
for sure.
I said, dude, you know how much more money he's worth at Golden State than he was at OKC?
Thank you.
Is it
So-
Jerry? Is it?
And see, and this is what people don't understand about KD. See, KD is thinking about owning a team.
Owning the team.
Yes.
That's what he.
That's what I'm
KD's
talking about.
playing chess.
Let me ask
That's
you
right.
something.
Everybody playing checkers.
Right.
Play
Coach,
checkers. I got
Lindsey,
this.
Let me ask you something. Is that all those moves that we hate as fans? Is that Jerry Maguire talking now, or is it the player?
It's both. They become both.
It's both.
And why not become both? Because for so long, we didn't have this type of power.
And
Exactly.
they
So David Falk started this.
No,
I ain't gonna
I
say
ain't even
that.
say David
Not
Falk
gonna say
He
started.
started the well, he had Mike. Let me shut up.
Yeah, that's
Well, here's the thing. There was a time when the league really started prospering.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember, like, I think after or before the lockout, there was a mysterious account that was discovered
wow.
with millions of dollars in it. No, this story really didn't get out big. But it was a mysterious account with millions of dollars in it. And so the Players Association was like, where does this money come from?
Right.
And the owners was like, oh, we don't know. So you just got that much money laying around, like unaccounted for?
Yeah.
Right.
So there's always been an excess of money in with the owners because and rightfully so. You own a team, you should.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm
Agree.
saying?
Be the boss.
But as players, you know, we tables have turned a little bit, and now guys have power to do things. Like I man, every time I see guys do stuff, I'm like, people get mad. I'm like, dude, shut up.
Right.
Right.
Yes,
How can
dude.
you
Let
get
him
mad?
live. Let him do what he want to do.
What you mean by that? But
Like everybody was so critical. Like, oh man, he lost to them, and then he jumped ship to them. So what? Because if that owner could go sign him,
Exactly.
they would go sign him. Or if he wanted
There we
to
go.
cut him,
Say it.
he would cut him.
Say it.
It's a
Say it
big
again.
Thinking about that.
It's a big
And won't
Say it
even
again.
apologize for
I
it.
won't apologize.
Right. So let him
Or
live,
trade
man.
you with no
about to
apologies.
turn into the Hawk.
You turn to the Hawk.
ultimately
Turn
it's
you
a
all you owe to.
Yeah,
Hey, when
so-
they did this, like I tell everybody, when the NFL cut Peyton Manning, if anybody deserved their paycheck, that money, Peyton Manning deserved that money.
Is it
And they
okay for me
cut
as a
him.
fan though
No,
to
hey,
not like it when LeBron first went to Miami though?
you cannot like it.
Oh,
but
I'm
like
talking
it.
to
You cannot
Lindsey
like it as a
Breeze
fan.
because we gonna go at it. I ain't talking to you. This why we on here. Cause this
So
what we
let me
do.
ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Was that the first super team that you ever saw?
No, we about to go.
Let's go.
We about to go.
Is that the first super team you ever saw?
from free agency? Yes.
From free agency?
Yes.
Well, wasn't Kareem Abdul-Jabbar free agent when he went to L.A.? When he teamed up with...
What you amen to that for? No. James Worthy was drafted.
No,
and
but
so
that
was
was
Kareem.
a free agent.
Kareem was first.
He just won a title.
Kareem was, that team was garbage when Kareem got there.
Garbage?
Look it up.
Garbage? Hold on.
Look it up.
Garbage?
So my question
Look it up.
My question is, though...
Look it up.
My question is, though, is that the first super team you've ever saw? Like, no. We've seen super teams all the... Come on, man.
Can't I make an argument on the difference that super teams are formed? Can I make that argument?
Well, here's
Talk
the thing.
to me.
Okay. You can make that argument, but here's the thing about, like, building a team in the NBA.
You be quiet too. He love LeBron.
So here's the thing about building a team. Like most really good GMs, they have a plan. Like, okay, we got a plan. We're going to draft a certain type of way. We're going to go after certain free agents. All right. When you have a plan, certain things happen, certain things don't happen. Certain things unexpectedly happen.
True.
Like who? Okay, we're going to throw a pitch at LeBron, but we don't know if we'll get him.
True.
Like who didn't throw a pitch at LeBron? Right. So Pat Riley just had a better pitch than everybody else.
Absolutely.
And
Dwayne Wade was his boy.
Dwayne Wade was his boy.
Right. Come on.
Like
So it's impossible for me to ask Lindsey the player to jump out that body and turn into Lindsey the fan who saw what we saw.
I wouldn't say
It
it's
don't
one of the
bother
same.
me.
I think it's one of the
Doesn't
same. I
matter.
think
It is
Lindsey the
not.
fan is the same as Lindsey the player.
Because I get
You know where I'm taking this, Lindsey.
I trip out when I see other dudes in the league crying because they got a better team. Like, dude, get better.
Now that's whack. Now I agree with that. That's corny.
But that's the same thing as a fan.
No, it's not, and it's not funny for you.
Every team,
You all right? You all right over there
It's
again?
not funny.
every team has ups and downs.
It is a difference between drafting and saying, man, the Miami BFFs was whack, and
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
And I'm gonna
stick
say
with
this- and I'm gonna say this.
Forming the BFFs was whack.
Hey, look, watch,
the BFFs was
Hey,
whack.
Lindsey, watch this. You see that hat on your head, right?
Hell yeah.
Okay, where did Bill Laimbeer come from?
Cleveland.
Okay.
Was
Wait.
he
Hold on. Wait.
What was super about Bill Laimbeer?
Just wait.
What was-
Where did Mark Aguirre come from?
Now he was.
Okay, hold on. Wait. I'm just thinking. Where did Vinny Johnson come
Now
from?
you know Mark
Hold on. Where
Aguirre.
did Vinny Johnson
You know
come
Mark
from?
Aguirre was equivalent to Sam on different strokes. The team was already formed. It was
Well,
black.
no, but where did Vinny Johnson come from?
Stop.
I just named four people that came from free agency.
Right.
For free
They
agency
did not
though.
form. The Pistons were never a super team. We were great.
No, I'm saying
We were naturally organic.
I'm saying,
Hey,
look,
nah.
listen, no, we got
Organic.
from free
Piston
agency.
champions were organic.
But from free
2004
agency.
Boy.
From free agency. That's what I'm trying to say. What he said is, like, Jack McCloskey had a plan.
No,
Jack
you-
McCloskey
you
came
are-
in and said, look,
you
hold on.
are
Just like Lindsey
comparing-
said, no, Lindsey said,
You
was
compare
free
all
agency-
these to Whole Foods.
No.
Yes, you are.
Well, that's like
You
what
are
he said
comparing
is,
all these to Whole
I'm gonna
Foods.
say it like this: Jack McCloskey had a plan when he became the GM of the other Pistons. He said, "Look, first player we get
Rest in peace,
Isaiah
Trader
Thomas."
Jack.
Yep, Isaiah Thomas. He said, "Okay, what we need? We need a big fella. We need somebody big. Let's trade and get Bill Laimbeer, Vinny Johnson. Okay, all right, boom. We got a nice little squad.
Who
Let's
were
pick
they,
this up."
though?
But
He
I'm just
just knew
saying.
talent.
But what he's saying
That's
is
not
free
super.
agency. No. But free agency still contributed to them championships.
That's reaching, Freeze.
No, it's not.
We knew who LeBron, Chris Bosh.
Being a good GM.
No, I'm saying being a good GM with free agency though.
I'm saying we knew who Chris Bosh would. Why would you want to play?
Well, here's the difference too. Now you got to think about the time and the era because we know everything now.
Now,
Because
that's true.
We
Now,
know,
that's true.
We know everything now because of
Twitter.
Twitter and
Yeah, there
Facebook
it is.
and
Social media.
yeah,
Yeah.
we know everything.
Thank
If Michael
you.
Jordan was playing in the social media era,
Oh yeah.
who would he be?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, dude would
Yeah.
probably,
I'm not speaking on that. I'm not speaking on that because it's unprovable. And I ain't going there.
My man said unprovable.
It's unprovable.
No doubt.
And I ain't going there.
No
Yeah, but
doubt.
I don't.
saying-
But I just
I'm
don't.
saying-
I just don't have a problem.
I'm
with it, man.
saying the
neither.
Pistons were organic 2004 and 89, 88.
And 89 and 88, people weren't
90.
even using the term organic.
Yeah.
That's true. Damn, that's true.
Oh man, I love it.
Bring the bell for Lindsey roasting. Toast. Yeah.
Oh man.
Big shout out for the Sting.
Yes.
And I didn't even know what organic was. My uncle a doctor, and he had me shoveling fertilizer. And like shit. Yeah, I didn't even know what it was. Yeah.
Oh man.
I just know it cost a lot.
Okay, this guy.
Put that on stuff and cross.
Yeah. Ain't nothing organic at Aldi's.
And the thing about it, man,
Both biz right
and if
there,
KD
man.
wasn't so sensitive, people wouldn't even be still talking about this. He just, KD be in his feelings, trying to,
trying to
defend himself.
Right.
Dude, man, you making $30 million. You
right.
defending
Nah, I
yourself
can't
for,
argue with the
man.
paper. I think that's why it's over, but okay, I got to accept it. So,
Yeah.
Golden State Warriors was organic before KD got there.
True.
So one person made them not organic.
You know,
Well, the LeBron era, he did what KD, KD did what he did.
LeBron.
I just love what
LeBron
Steph Curry did.
The LeBron era.
I just love Steph Curry though, because Steph Curry was man enough to be like, dog. At the end of it, look, if you come here, I ain't got no problem with you winning MVP. You know
Dude,
what kind of man that take to say
Because
that?
you know why? Because think about it. When you look back on it, when we look back on championships and rings, ain't nobody gonna be looking at Steph saying, "Well, he didn't win MVP." Like, no, that dude won a 2-time MVP and he got chips.
Yep, chips.
Coach White, who was your biggest battle in high school? Toughest cat you ever played against in high school and college?
In college, I gotta say Flip Murray.
Oh, yeah.
Ronald Murray, HBCU product.
Yep, HBCU, baby. I hit the joke for that. I love HBCU products, baby.
I gotta say,
Playing with LeBron.
Why you hating on Brian?
You mad.
No, that's the number one.
You know mad or big mad, Gary?
No. I'm number 2.
Gee.
Okay.
Michael Rappaport is number 1.
Oh, yeah, Michael Rappaport number 1. You're right.
Yeah,
Number
lying.
Michael Rappaport is number 1.
How can you hate on Brian though?
Man, I was gonna like Bron. I was gonna like
I
him.
was going.
I was gonna
But what
like
had
him. Tyson,
happened?
tell the truth.
What had happened was
What happened was when Boston eliminated him, I said, you know what, dude? I think we both said it. I'ma love this dude when he come back.
Nah, I hated him for putting the Pistons out.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
when
that
he
was.
scored that 27 in a row.
Yeah, that was.
Hey,
That hurt me. That hurt me.
Were you there? Were you there? Was you on that team?
Yeah, he was on the team.
watch that. Watch that.
Hey, I was like, I was there too.
Coach said, yeah, he was on the team.
I was there. Yeah,
It was 25.
Because I knew they didn't.
Yeah. 25, right. Correct them.
She like 37 in a row. I saw it. 45 in a row.
Was that a hangover night?
Stop. No, I don't
I
know.
love you. Hey, that Miami game the Pistons played that season was a hangover night, though. They lost for like 25, 30 that game.
Hey, man.
In Miami Heat. Well, it was C-Web's birthday down in Miami. You know, that was.
Yeah, they had.
We got the same birthday, March 1st.
That's right.
We
Yeah.
got
We
the
had
same
look,
birthday.
Nas in our locker room.
I was
Jamie
hype-
Foxx.
I was the hype man for Nas that night.
We're in Miami?
Yeah.
In Miami?
Yes, that was because I was so drunk. I got on stage and
We
I was
weren't gonna. Yeah, we weren't gonna win that.
That's the night. That's when she gave me the two middle fingers up because yeah. And then Rip was up there like, looking free, looking all clean. I'm like, nigga, quit drinking and be ready for tomorrow.
Right.
I love you, Rip. But yeah.
But you know, it's hard for me to hate on Bron though.
Yeah.
I just can't.
Nah, hell no.
The brother come up from what he came out of, man. Come on, man. Doing what he's doing now, you can't hate on Bron.
As a man, you can't hate on him.
Right.
I'm talking about NBA, not off the court. Me and Coach White
man.
just had
Hey,
this
look,
discussion.
he cried a lot,
Don't
but
bring
hey,
off the court issues to my on the court arguments. Don't do that. It's not fair.
I just think, you know, even as a
Right,
player,
Coach?
like look,
Right, Coach?
You're right, man.
Hey, man, take the knife out his back, man. Take the knife out his back.
I was very reluctant.
right. Look, and I've often defended Bron because I always get tired of people complaining about the way the kids play.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like, man, these kids don't know how to play. They don't make the right basketball play. Okay, well, LeBron does. And then y'all complain about him.
Yep, true.
So what the hell are y'all going to complain about?
True.
Either y'all going to say, you know what, LeBron plays the game the right way. And get these kids to understand it, or y'all going to say, well, man, no, kids play the way y'all play. You know? I mean, you can't have it both ways.
That's true.
And I think a lot of people will say because he went to the Lakers. But I see it as a business decision.
I do too.
Wait. I'm a Laker fan.
Oh, Laker fan.
I had to put that in there. Laker fan.
I'm a Detroit Laker.
Detroit Lakers.
I don't think Coach John White will ever root for LeBron.
This year?
That's the no, man. I don't know.
think he is.
That was going to be the hardest thing for me right there.
He gonna root for him this year.
I wouldn't have stepped in
Listen,
those
man.
shoes Kobe
Listen,
ever
man.
stepped in.
Right.
Laker for life.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell you a story. Lynn and them just beat the Lakers and what I call the 5-game sweep. So I'm going to this open gym, man, at my old high school, Bishop Boys. I'm going up there having a Kobe jersey. My man, I go on the gas station. My man said, man, why you got on the Lakers jersey, man? What you doing that on? I said, man, I'm from L.A. What you talking about? The only thing I can say because I was so sorry, man.
Oh no! He lied on his finish.
Lord forgive me.
Lord forgive me.
Coach John White, my
Y'all
friend.
heard it here.
That's
You
funny.
wore a Laker jersey when we won that ring?
Yeah, man. I did, man. I couldn't believe it, man.
Oh, who could?
I couldn't believe it. But you talk about but honestly, man.
I did not think we were. Hey, Lindsey, what was that night like?
Man, it was awful, man. Honestly,
that was terrible.
hey, honestly,
you
man.
are whack, John.
Hey, listen.
Oh my God, I can't believe this.
I'm gonna be real though. It was one of the greatest Pistons teams ever to me.
Yeah.
I mean, the way they was built, the way they
both
played
were.
defense,
They
the
were
way
built the same way.
They was playing again. No, man, the Lakers was falling apart, man.
No, they were not.
They had the four
Let me tell you
superstars
something.
that was old.
You don't get
Man,
to the finals
that was
and make
over there.
excuses for losing.
No. Of course.
You
not,
don't
but-
get to the
listen.
finals and make excuses for losing.
Yeah, I agree, but
You
hey, they
right,
had the
you
four
right.
old superstars though.
But,
They
man.
had Gary Payton on his last
They got there.
leg.
They got there.
Hey,
But you know what they did though? They
Yeah,
figured out. They
Karl
figured
Malone,
out. Lynn to tell you, they just figured out if you stop Kobe and Shaq,
They get everything to the game and follow.
it don't matter.
Oh, that's Chuck Daly old move. Hey,
It don't
just
matter.
Stop
Well,
everybody else. Let him score. He
Yep.
is. Just stop everybody
Karl
else.
Malone was on one leg.
Yep.
Gary Payton was in the glove no more. He was the mitten.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
He was the
just-
Hey, man, listen, man. I don't want to hear all that.
that's bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit.
They
got there.
Rick Fox doing all that talking, talking about, oh, we're gonna celebrate in Detroit. It was like,
That's where he messed up.
You know what? Everybody who said they're going to celebrate at the crib or Detroit always lose. From Rick Fox to Terry Porter. That's why I said Terry Porter, we're going to finish this baby at the crib. We sure did.
Tracy McGrady said that too.
Oh, yeah, yep.
But that don't even count. That was first round.
Hey, you know what I hate,
That don't
Lindsey?
even count first round.
They say Marcus Banks is the best at lockdown Iverson.
Who?
Bullshit.
You and LV?
Who said
Yes.
Did he
Look it up.
How long did he play in the NBA?
Thank you.
Oh my God, no.
Right.
I know who the
That's
best
like-
person I ever seen locked up.
I know
Iverson.
Marcus Banks. So he wasn't like that.
Marcus Banks had D. He ain't had D like Lindsey on AI.
Nah, Lindsey, nah.
I got so much respect for that dude, man.
Oh, he out cold.
We was playing. I used to beat the hell out of him. Too,
Yeah,
man.
yes.
I used to put these hands on that dude. I'm talking about, because
Chuck.
Bubba Chuck. Oh man, I used to whoop Bubba Chuck because he never stopped moving though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This dude ran like people didn't understand like how great he really was. Like
Right.
Bubba Chuck maybe 5'10",
Yeah.
maybe 160 soaking wet.
He got about 150 probably.
Yeah, but dude, man, just his heart. Oh, bro, his heart was unbelievable.
Yes.
So I remember one night, man, I'm just physically beating him. He coming out street, I'm like, boom, like, hitting him. And after the game, I was like, I said, man, my son love you, man. He said, man, I can't stand for you to guard me. So dude took his jersey off, signed it, shorts, signed them, gave it to me, shoes,
Always
signed them, and gave it to me.
Always
That's
cool.
So I took all. I was like, "Wow, man, appreciate it."
Yeah, you're right.
Right.
That's what's up.
Right.
That's love.
I took all that stuff, gave it to my kids.
I done
Right.
seen AI 90
That's
times
love.
and he been cool
Right.
all 90.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
he's
did.
just
Yeah,
a
that's
all
great,
90.
great
Right.
dude,
Yes, it did.
man.
Yeah,
Like
all
I told you,
90.
2001, what you call All-Star game, I hung out with his boys in here up there in D.C.
That dude, man.
Yeah, that's what I said. Good dude. Good
Real
dude.
good dude.
Tell me about overseas, Coach White. I want to hear about overseas when you played. Yeah, boy.
Man, y'all chill.
Basketball.
Most definitely. Overseas, man.
Of
Come on, honey.
Of course.
Want to chime in on that?
Yeah, you would say that.
Hey, man, overseas was great, man. Actually, people don't know how hard it is to get overseas, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how hard it is to get overseas, man, to get a job. But once you get over there, man, what the world?
How that shit just fall? The timing on that right there. I guess the live ended. What was that? Boom shakalaka?
My iPad ain't a hater.
Hey, man,
Boom shakalaka.
Black dumplings.
She said, "Boom shakalaka."
Hey, I'm not pouring no ice.
We drink on the corner
You pour your
pocket.
own. You pour your own. Worries.
She said, "Boom shakalaka."
Hey,
Hey,
Oh, my
I'm
God.
I want to.
saying what I see.
I want to hear just basketball.
Tell the
stories.
hoop stories, John.
Hey,
You say what?
when you hooped in the red light district, how was it? How much you hitting? How many points you hitting in the red light
Go to
district?
the juicy stuff. Let's get to the juicy stuff.
Yeah.
Ain't that Amsterdam, man?
Yeah.
I ain't playing on Amsterdam, man.
Yeah. How many?
Oh, it was called something else. What was
Australia.
it called? It was called something else.
Where was the Michigan Avenue in Australia?
Michigan
Hey,
Ave.
it's-
Okay, Michigan
Hey, they
Avenue
don't
in
know.
Illinois.
They don't know about Michigan Avenue.
Where's the
man.
Michigan Avenue in Illinois in Australia? How was that hooping over there?
Oh, man.
This boy nuts.
Oh my god.
Hey, man.
Okay.
I love Australia. Actually, man, I could have lived over there, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, seriously, man. So Americanized. It'll put you in the mindset of L.A. in Melbourne, Australia.
Really?
Yeah, man. Actually, before I went over there, man, it was a 28-hour flight first and foremost.
Can't do it.
That's
Yeah, man.
long.
I'll be there.
28-hour flight, man.
That's what I want.
Down under, man.
28 hour. But we're not talking about straight. So you stopping. How many times
You stop
stopping?
for
But
that.
you stop in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Wow.
from New Zealand
It's
to
just a
Australia is
couple
like
hours.
another 3 hours.
Yeah, okay.
So think about flying all the way across the Pacific Ocean, just You know, you on the Qantas, you got to fly Qantas airline.
Yeah,
over
it's the
there.
only way you can.
So when they got this screen on the back,
Yep.
you just watching.
And what
All
we
you see
eat
is
at?
water.
Yep.
Water. So if that bad boy go
I
down,
think you go
you better know how
down,
to
you
swim.
a
But people
goner.
forget it's not the
Even if
plane
you
you
know how
fly
to
to
swim.
Atlanta. It's a huge plane.
You got it. It's huge.
it's
Oh
huge.
yeah, you recline. You very
Yeah,
comfortable.
people forget
You
that.
very
Yeah,
comfortable.
people think you flying on a tiny plane.
Oh,
Nah,
no.
like that.
My
You ain't
daughter-
on
my daughter
Spirit.
in Thailand.
You ain't
How
on
were the
Spirit
fans?
in one of the small seats.
How would a fan? What year was this?
Oh, I loved it. It was 2009.
This was
2008,
before you got
2009.
married.
Before, yep.
Was it groupies?
There's groupies everywhere, Gary.
Right answer. Right answer.
There's groupies everywhere, but you don't.
Did they handle the land down under?
No, they didn't. Hey man,
Oh my.
it's,
Oh my.
I cannot.
what's wrong with
I
you,
hate
guy,
you.
man?
I hate you, Gary.
I said Australia.
Everybody's just Gary
What's
Everett.
Australia's big name?
Hey, he blocking all of your questions though.
He got D.
Yeah, for real.
I had one of my homeboys go to Australia, man. He never came back home.
Oh
Damn,
shit!
he still there? Y'all checked on him? He all right?
He emailed me last year. He was like, "Man, I'm still in Australia."
Beautiful.
Da-da-da.
Damn, what he
Beautiful, man.
He emailed me.
That's
His
what's up.
his name is Roderick Proctor.
Okay.
From Jackson, Mississippi. Roderick,
Wow.
if you're still alive, buddy, what's up?
Yeah, what's up? What's up,
Yeah, Kim.
Roderick?
He never came back. He was-
Roderick?
Yeah, that's
Roderick?
Roderick Proctor. He was
My
like, I
first
love
love
it.
was Roderick. I don't know too many Rodericks.
Your
I don't
first
come
love
across-
name
my
was
first
Roderick?
love, Roderick.
He climbed the cherry tree.
This guy is nuts.
Anywho,
This guy is
perhaps.
Or did he chop it down?
Gary from Detroit. Cooley.
Anyway,
Honey's birthday weekend.
Hey, so look, what's going on with I know, right, Bill? So what's that? The NCAA, they're changing rules, or what are they doing to where elite players?
Great question.
Elite players
No,
can
this
now
is the
have.
agent thing now.
You start this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great question. What is
Right.
up with that?
So
Wow.
I want to read this. NCAA basketball says it will now allow elite high school and college prospects to be represented by an agent. NCAA will also permit players to return to school if unselected in NBA drafts.
Man, it-
Please explain that to me in dummy
I'm
terms.
gonna let Coach White start.
I
and I'll
get it, but I
elaborate.
don't.
Yeah. Break
Wow.
it down, Coach White.
man, me and Lynn, we talked about this as soon as it happened. I mean, I was fortunate enough to land a job where people call my players elite, which meaning I got 3 players that's in the ESPN top 100.
Okay, because that's the first thing. What is elite?
Right.
What's
So-
the definition of elite?
And the thing about it, that's what we was discussing. Who's going to decide who these players are elite? So they said it's going to be the USA Basketball that's going to be able to decide, and also who else? It was 2 groups that's going to decide which players are elite.
Okay.
But I think it's. I mean, I don't know. It's still going to corruption. Still is going to be going to be
Yeah,
there.
it's not going to stop it.
Because which agents are going to get the elite players? Is it going to be pushed towards certain agents, or I mean, it's going to be. I think it's going to be all bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they're trying to eliminate everything that's going on with the grassroots basketball situation, man. But there's no way around it.
Nah,
man.
ain't no way around
People
that,
gonna
man.
find a way.
Is this going to
All right,
ruin the game?
Lindsey, hold on. I want to hear Lindsey part about it because he gave the Drake.
Let's all do it together. 1, 2, 3.
That mean he got
All right.
Oh God,
Basically-
money is ruining.
Basically, what they're doing is enabling the cheating to be legal. That's all they're doing.
And the cheating is
Because here's the thing: if I'm an agent and you're a college coach, if I have a relationship with you, I go grab his players. Where am I going to send his players to
me.
make sure they
To
get?
him.
To me, all
You got
night.
it. You got it. You got it.
Heck yeah. That makes sense.
Well, if you really think about it, all the corruption that was in college basketball, they did nothing to correct it.
Nope.
They
Sure
did
didn't.
absolutely nothing
What
to
was the
correct it.
biggest corruption in college basketball?
What do you mean? What was?
Oh, they
What-
all corruption.
Right.
Yeah, they all corruption, bro.
I'm like, come on, man.
I hated what they did to Tark. That was terrible. Blamed him for something that was. If you got a
Either.
guru on that, yeah, you remember that.
Yeah.
Who got the death penalty back in the day? Was it
Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky. Yeah.
Kentucky got a death penalty for Eric Manuel,
Right.
Wow, yeah.
right,
who
right.
was one of the I went to camp with Eric Manuel, and he was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like dude was like 6'8", point guard.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him like, dude, this is a pro. Like, well, I've never seen anybody like him, you know. But you know, corruption has been around forever in college basketball, and it's still there, and they're not doing anything about it.
The same thing in the NCAA period, because football the same way.
Football's worse. How dare you? Football is worse.
Sean made a
That's all I'm
statement
gonna
a
say.
few months ago. Coach, you made a statement about what that BCS make in 2 days.
Man,
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
100. They made 120 million Alabama in just those 2 games.
Wait, who? Wait, what? What is that? Who is
You
that?
heard him.
Who, huh?
You heard him.
NCAA football championship in 2 days, 120 million.
120 million.
And the players walk away eating sardines.
Right, and they can't sign autograph anything.
And to me, I always said the way to kind of to rectify the problem was if you had, let's just say all the players, let's say all the football players, let them fill out like a financial aid form.
Yeah.
Find out what their mom and dad are making. Find out how poor they are. And with all the money the NCAA is making, okay, now you subsidize some of their, needs. So if let's just say the mom is making $20,000, the dad's making $30,000, this kid can't afford to do nothing.
Right.
So y'all need to allot him X amount of trips for his mom to come see him play, X amount of money for him to get clothes,
That
X amount
should
of money
be
for
so
And
standard.
that's what the boosters do, though. The boosters,
but not even through the boosters.
That should be
That
so
should be
standard.
That should be
I
done
agree.
through the NCAA because all you got to do is do it just like financial aid.
Yep.
Now you can keep track of everything that's going on,
Correct.
and then people don't have to cheat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They won't be so
Yeah.
privy to doing that.
Yeah.
But that makes too much sense, and the NCAA
Exactly.
ain't trying to put that money out there. They,
Like my dad said, it's too much like right. That's what it is.
Right.
Because that is the truest, man. Like, man. And then how much my boys, I love Nick Saban, but how much you get paid? You get $30 million a year, right?
No.
That's a lot.
How much you get?
No, you get like the
No.
highest paid coach is like 6 to 7 million. 6 million.
No, it's not. No.
No,
Saban,
from the school contract. No,
Saban making double digits.
no.
bro.
You can't do that.
Yes,
No, you
Saban
can't.
is.
No, I don't
Dog,
think so.
look this up.
Research team. Research
Saban
team.
is making double.
I don't think he's meant.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Dog,
I don't know
yes,
if it's
he
double
is.
digits.
He is making double digits.
Harbaugh was the highest just 3 years ago.
No. Nick Saban is always the highest. Nick Saban, brother.
Didn't it just happen?
No, my man Jimbo
much you
Fisher
make?
Jimbo Fisher's got 75 million for what,
Thank you.
10
How much you
years.
No, that's 7 million.
He make 11.1 million.
Okay,
I
that
told you,
just happened.
Double digits.
But no, that
No,
just
it
happened.
didn't.
Nobody has never made double digits as a college head coach.
No, he did not, brother.
No.
He did not just stop it. No, it didn't.
No, I don't think that.
It did
I don't
not,
think
bro.
that happened. But yeah.
even though, okay, your
still
coach
great.
making
He making
11.1 milli. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot
Your
of money.
coach
for 9
A
weeks.
lot of money right
dog,
there.
for 11.1 milli.
Right.
For 9 weeks.
9 weeks
Right.
in a bowl game.
Jim Harbaugh only making 7.
That was he was the highest paid when we signed him.
What Jimbo
No.
Fisher make?
When we signed him, he was the highest.
What Jimbo getting now?
Let me see. I gotta look the rest of it up.
That
man.
dumb move.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dumb move he made. Yeah.
Okay. Dang. Let's see. The old. This one, the new one. The old one, he's making 5.2.
Freeze. That was yeah. So,
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. That man, you an athlete. Like I'm saying, and I ain't faulting no coach or anything like that. Get your money, period. But I'm just thinking, a dude coming from like, let's just say,
If anybody-
Eastern Michigan, poor as hell,
Dirt poor.
right? Dirt poor, and he don't have the best anything. You as a coach, you make 11.1 million. You can get a nigga $100.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? He ain't missing that. He come like, yo, Akeem, come over here, brother. Here, go out and have fun. Something, you know what I'm saying?
let's talk as fans now. Let's talk as fans before we wrap up. Come on, everybody, it's fans, no players.
Fans.
I'm sick of the LBJ versus MJ argument. Lindsey, you go first.
Oh man,
Nah, I want to go last.
Don't go, Eric. I'll go first.
Go
I'm not
first.
comparing
It's
that.
stupid. Next.
I'm not comparing.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
two
That's
words.
the same way.
It's stupid.
I'm not comparing those two, man. I'm not
Yeah,
comparing.
it's stupid, and there's no argument. It shouldn't be no debate. It shouldn't be no nothing.
And the thing, it is.
You know when somebody reaching to say that you lost in the first round.
Yeah.
You know somebody
I'm not
reaching to say that you got
Let them-
swept
hey,
in
look,
the first round.
Like they always say, what's they saying now? Just let them be great. Let them be great, man. Just let them be great, man. I mean, because
Coach.
my favorite player was Isaiah.
One thing we got in common is playoff time.
No comparison, man.
Right.
MJ, there's no comparing LeBron to MJ, man. There's no comparison.
Hey,
MJ on a whole nother level.
there it is.
Lindsey checked MJ one night.
Yeah,
What happened, Lindsey?
I checked him a couple of nights.
He say, let's be clear.
And look, none of those had a good smile.
Was
on
he a
their
nice
face.
guy?
Cool, you know,
Yeah.
when you wasn't hooping.
That nigga didn't sign my autograph one night, dude. I was in L.A. at Midsummer Night Magic. Remember those?
I was there. What night were you there?
I was there every year for 6 years. From
Oh,
87
dude, I was-
all the way to like at least 92.
I was there when what's the dude from USC was the slam dunk. They was hyping him up.
No, he's
No,
talking about
USC.
Harold
Oh,
Miner.
Harold Miner.
Harold Miner.
I was there the night Harold Miner was there, and so Magic was hyping Harold Miner like Baby Jordan
Yeah, Baby
coming out.
Jordan,
yeah, that was his
Harold
nickname.
Miner came out and did that dunk. He won the slam dunk contest with.
He
so,
stabbed it at the end of the game.
So Magic was like, okay, MJ. So Mike came out and did a dunk and shut it down. I was like, oh.
And you know what's up with that, Lindsey? That was NAACP. The Midsummer Night Magic.
Yep. Well, they used to do a lot of stuff like that.
August.
They
I used to go out
You
to
remember
LA.
the Push Excel games?
No, I don't remember.
I remember.
Remember the Push Excel games? I recorded the Push Excel when I was little because I loved Isaiah. So I recorded the Push Excel games because Isaiah was killing this. What's the kid from? He was a guard from DePaul.
Rod Strickland?
Not Rod. It was before Rod Strickland.
Before Rod. This
Before Rod. He played with Aguirre then.
He played Aguirre and Terry Cummins then.
The
I can't
point
remember
guard
who,
was
though. I know
nice.
what you're talking about. I
Played
can't
with
remember.
Aguirre.
It's gonna come to me in a
What's
second.
his name? Isaiah was murdering him. Like I was like, this dude is unbelievable. And since,
Lindsey.
and since
I was.
then,
My fault. Go
no,
ahead.
since then, like I always wore 11 and
I was at the draft the night you got drafted. My senior year.
Wow.
Fireworks was that night in Detroit.
Man,
You, C. Webb, Penny, Boo Boo Sean Bradley, J.R. Ryder.
yep.
J.R. Ryder.
That was a hell of a
What
draft
was
class.
the pressure of you coming at the Palace replacing number 11? Not replacing, but you know what I
Well,
mean.
at first it wasn't because he was instrumental in drafting me.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude called me, man. Dude called me before the draft. So because we all thought I was going to LA because it was a done deal. The Lakers were like, I went out there to visit the Lakers and they were like, we're taking you at 12.
see, he already knew where you were supposed to be.
Oh no!
You know what, John? That's treason.
So I and then the Lakers canceled my workout. I mean the Pistons canceled my workout. I was like, I told my agent, I was like, well, they're gonna take. I said they're gonna take Allen and they're gonna take a big guy. So I'll fall to the Lakers at 12.
Right.
And I was all set to go to LA. And Isaiah called me because we were staying somewhere in Auburn Hills.
Okay.
Isaiah called my room. I was like, yo, little fella. I'm like, hello? Who is this?
Wrong number.
He was like, this Zeke.
Yes.
I was like, what's up? He was like, look, we drafting you tomorrow. I was like,
That's dope.
okay.
That's dope.
So then I got off the phone and called my dad. I was like, man, Isaiah just called me.
Right.
And my dad was like, what did he say? I was like, he said they're drafting me tomorrow. And he was like, call your agent. So I'm sitting there. So I still kind of didn't believe it.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, that don't make sense.
Right.
And they drafted me. I was like, dang,
Yeah,
he
he was
called
right.
me afterwards.
So I told you. Yeah.
And actually, man, he was my rookie year, did a lot for me. Like he really was trying to pass the torch.
That's dope.
Like he was setting it up for me to like be the guy.
Yeah.
You know, and I always appreciated that because he was like, you know, this is what you got to do. Like this is gonna be yours. Like I'm about to retire, but I need you to do this because I'm about to take over.
Such a great guy.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there like,
Yeah.
He's I'm gonna give you your money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this.
That's dope.
I'm like, whoa, this dude is laying it out. But then, something happened, and then they kicked him out, and
that was so wild.
it all went south after.
Ladies and gentlemen, both people on the corner, I want to say happy birthday to Honey. Happy birthday! Surprise!
Oh my God!
Everybody come in. Everybody come in. Everybody. We're on the corner. Before we say goodbye on the corner, like those other two. Like those other two. Like those other two. I just want to say that this is Honey's birthday weekend.
It is.
We had to surprise her, and for the 4 Candles is our 4th episode that she has spent every last one. It's been a long 4 weeks.
Y'all get to share this with me.
It's been a long 4 weeks.
Yes.
It's been a long 4 weeks. So whatever.
And you know what?
We've been having a ball.
Right.
We've been having like a serious ball.
We've been having a ball. Thank y'all. I gotta make a wish and blow out my 4 candles. I'm glad it's not 38 candles on there. You know.
Hey, you're not promised your birthdays. We all not promised tomorrow. And would you stop blowing them out?
Right.
You blew him out. You better wish
Oh, y'all
already
just gonna
now.
sing like happy
Let's sing
birthday?
We are!
Oh, sorry. Okay, relight them. Where?
We are!
I'll relight it. I was trying to hurry up and get my wish in, man.
Come on,
Hey,
wait.
It's all
Okay.
about the wish.
Anyway, I'm giving you a shout out.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Relight them. So anyway, we're not promised tomorrow.
It's hot as hell in here. You relight them.
That's okay. Light them.
Lindsey back here sweating.
Hey, you hating? You hating on my candles?
Lindsey, you
Okay.
ain't even fat.
I thought you was 28.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
But
we're not promised tomorrow.
He know real heat.
And we've been having a great time, and I hope this thing goes somewhere that we just don't even know. And I thank you.
Oh yeah.
And we planned this, and we planned it when you made the post that your birthday was in 7 days.
Yeah.
And Freeze, I, and Tyson planned this, and we got you.
I love
And
y'all,
thank you.
man.
Yeah. And on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha.
Happy birthday, dear honey. Happy birthday to you. Okay, the black version. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hey, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, you gotta ad-lib. You gotta throw the ad-libs in. Okay, I'm making a wish.
Go shorty, it's your birthday. You're gonna party like it's your birthday. Hey. One more. Hey, I got
you guys.
one
That
question
was
for
really
my
sweet.
dog
That was
Chicago.
really sweet.
He said, "What was you thinking when Don Chaney started you over Isaiah?" He been asking me to ask you that for a week. My dog Jamil.
Why did Don Chaney not play out of Houston?
Oh no, what is it?
Man, there's so much was going on back then. Y'all don't even have a clue. I told y'all what was really going on.
I wanted him.
But Isaiah was hurt though.
Oh, okay.
He broke his hand.
Oh.
Yeah, he broke his hand. But Isaiah really was coaching the team, so
I don't even know why niggas ask questions for garbage coaches. That's like a Rod Rothstein question. Yeah, why do niggas? I don't even know why I said that. Yeah, I did that because he been my friend for like 37 years. I don't know what the fuck I said that for. Yeah. Pour up some drinks. Hey.
So look, tell us, where can we get the black athlete? Back on.
Yes. That.
Where can we get the black athlete?
You don't cut the cake, do you? Oh, I'm sorry. That's from the nigga who don't eat cake.
Hey, I'm grown now.
Hey, listen up.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm
Y'all-
sorry.
listen up. Tell him where to get the black athlete.
Y'all get the Black Athlete. Go to www.theblackathlete.com. You'll get all my apparel there, and also my book at Amazon.com, and also BarnesandNoble.com.
All right.
Any more questions? Hey, shout outs.
Hey, I got
Yeah,
a shout.
go
Go ahead. You got it, honey.
No, you go.
I'm gonna shout out my wife.
Guess first.
I'm gonna shout out my daughter Gigi and my son Aiden because all their birthday was this week. Birthday week over. Birthday week over.
Leo's
Shout out, son.
Leo's
Lindsey got shout out. Yes. Lindsey got shout outs.
I don't even know how to do shout outs. Shout out to Hunter Clan.
Yeah, there you go. Jackson
Shout out
State.
to Caleb Hunter, Jew. Future Ballers.
Oh yeah, good guy.
Yeah, Yes, sir. Hey, shout out to my wife Jocelyn, my son Israel.
Your pregnant wife.
My pregnant wife, yes, yes, Lord.
Oh, you got one on the way? Congrats.
One on the way.
nasty.
Lord have mercy. Every time.
Hey, shout out to my man Christopher Huff, TLU Track Life University. They just broke
they did, bro.
They just broke the record, the national
Congratulations.
record. Congratulations to them girls and my man Darnell Hall, who runs
My main man.
that runs
That's my
Track
main
Life
man.
University, man.
That's my main man.
They show the black athlete. Man.
Hey, gold medal winner in '88
Gold
in
medal.
Seoul, Korea.
Shout out to my wife. She cooked tonight. Woo!
Hey, you gotta love that.
You the one, baby. You cooked tonight.
You
You the
gotta
real
love that.
MVP. Going
You gotta
real
love
good
that.
tonight.
Shout out to them carryouts we getting on tonight.
I want to shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all coming on, and I enjoyed it. You know, I'm not really into sports, so I was a little worried. Like, I enjoyed myself.
She's just
I
into the
appreciate y'all
players.
for the. I stay far away. Hey, don't be trying to get me in trouble. Hey, baby, I stay far away from this fucking player. I want to shout out to Top Shelf Martini.
Woo! Ring the bell.
Yes.
Look at that cake.
And yeah, and that's about it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Honey Child, check me out.
Honey Child, Coach John White and Lindsey Hunter. Coach John White and Lindsey Hunter. Honey Child, DJ Freeze have just left the corner. See you next Thursday.
Peace.
Yes.
All right.